Chris Murray.
And I'm 𝗪𝗶𝗹𝗸𝗀.
And this is the Flat Track Podcast. H, good week?
Yeah, another week close to the season. Bit of work down here on Saturday morning, where there was 5 of us down.
Yeah. Legends.
Should have been 6.
We'll come on to that.
We'll come on to that. But no, it's been a good week. Like I say, ever closer. I feel like it's going to come round and we're going to be sat here hopefully in October having won something and be like, Jesus, that was good.
And still doing the podcast.
Yeah, well, hopefully. That's what I said, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
First net back.
First net, yeah.
Didn't have to bowl, get in.
Yeah, it's always
Too many people there for me to have to bowl.
I mean, if it was a choice between Muzzer bowling and no, probably my little sister, probably choose my little sister.
I agree with you on this. Ball wouldn't have landed. It would have hurt. No, good. And then it was down here on Saturday. When were you? I'd say what? Somebody needs to shovel that shit from the bonfire like a lot earlier. I could not move Sunday morning. My hamstrings were like.
Mate, all you did was an hour of digging.
Me and Barry did 2 hours, and then but literally I was just like Sunday morning. My hamstrings were like falling off. I was like, this is not good.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in it. Like I say at the club at the minute, there's loads of little projects, different projects going on. So doing what we can around it. But yeah, I am looking forward to this podcast.
Yeah, I think it's.
Don't think there'll be much cricket knowledge spoke, but I think it'll be funny.
Well, we've held off for as long as possible.
Yeah.
But then when he stumbled in the other
last week, it had to come on. It's only a matter of time until he had to come on.
Yeah, so
fitting that he walked through the door.
Still
2 weeks ago.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Everyone's like, you definitely staged. I was like, we actually didn't. I was like, we were slagging him off, and then he walked through the door like literally 8 minutes later. And I just saw his shadow in the corner of the bar, and I was like, what is that?
It was just
brilliant.
Bizarre.
It was very good. Very good.
So, our guest this week will be no stranger to Woodbank.
No stranger to the podcast.
No stranger to the podcast, obviously.
A long list.
Yeah, massive list of clubs.
It keeps going, endless list of clubs.
Have we included the offers that he's had on there, or are we just going for the clubs he's played for?
Well, are we counting Edging? You signed that, didn't you?
No, it wouldn't be
right. We'll count Edging.
I can't spell
you did play
it, couldn't have been me.
Yeah, you're right, you can't.
So, Woodbank, 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗁, Clifton, East 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀,
Brooks Bottoms for an asterisk 6-week loan.
Yeah, 6-week loan, not good enough, need a 6-week loan.
Yeah.
We've all been there. And then back to Woodbank, 1 season in New Zealand.
Yep.
Scourge of umpires up and down the GMCL.
Yeah.
Puncher of different, kicker of different things when you get out, or
thrower.
Slipper.
Slip into walls, yeah.
Thrower of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. Matt Wilkes, welcome to the podcast.
Pleasure to be here.
Welcome to the pod.
welcome to the members' room.
Yeah.
I know you spend a lot of time here as it is, but
Spend a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
The only bit.
wow. I think there's a few seasons where we could ask for it back.
Every season. They
So-
know it's going to come back, that's why they pay me. They go, right, you're going to spend this amount of money, so it looks like I'm doing well.
Yeah.
So you just got, you spending it, aren't you? Why not?
Back over bar.
Yeah.
Always good.
Luckily I'm not to put anything into change rooms, getting redone up again. But new helmets, about it.
Yeah.
Your fault.
Always my fault. Johnny's the captain.
Mentioned last week.
Yeah, I did mention that. It's good actually. It was funny. It was very funny.
It's a shit show.
It was a shit show. It was an awful show. I mean, yeah, it was awful. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to last season.
So, where did it all start for you then, Matt?
Well, it actually started in primary school, and the only reason he ever started playing cricket, and I used to slag cricketers off. So did my whole family.
His whole family did.
We hated cricket, especially his dad.
His dad,
Yeah.
and Ryan and him used to laugh when we were like playing cricket in the summer.
Missing football for
dad, he would be fuming.
So we
Fast
we
forward
was all
5
massive
years,
footballers.
Dave's getting dragged around a cricket field by his helmet.
We'll come on to that.
Yeah, we'll come on to that as well.
Yeah, so we used to hate it, like, so Dad was at 𝗪𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀𝗀, we all
Yeah,
had,
yeah.
Ryan were there. I think Ryan wouldn't have started at that point, I don't think.
No,
But
we
we were young.
all played our first senior football for ages together, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. That
But we grew up in the
many
winter.
years.
We spent a lot of time in the winter together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Footy with
So we've known, me and Harry have known each other many years. We used to slide cricket as well. Straight through. Yeah, I have to listen to him every week. But no, so yeah, got out of, I think it was maths, as you can tell, to play cricket for school.
School.
Honestly.
Every lesson.
Yeah,
every
literally
subject.
that. And then we ended up playing the tournament, and for some reason it was alright. I don't know where it went wrong, but
Good in year 6.
I was good with win ball.
Prodigy in year 6.
Good at win ball cricket. But no, played final on this ground actually, and Mike Lonsdale was scoring. Asked if I played, never played, came here and then.
So obviously Mike played there with your dad, so that's what
Yeah.
it would have been, wouldn't it?
Yeah, good point. But no, that was my earliest memory really, and then played junior ranks here, first year. I think I played under 13s, 15s, 18s, seconds and thirds. In the first ever year I played cricket, which in 2 was pretty good. And now no one wants me. So it's alright.
Having to keep it.
Well,
I'm funny in change rooms.
Yeah.
the first memory I have of you, don't worry, we're not going to talk about what your dad was like that day, was you were only about 13 years old bowling at me on Elton in a 13 game. And it was one where it was like, for a 13-year-old, sharp,
Yeah.
for a 13-year-old.
Well, that's gone.
And no, the only thing was I've told you this before, Gowsy always told me, if there's a junior ever bowls you, always try and be nice the first over. Mainly so, if you get out in that first over, you're going to look a bit of a dick, aren't you?
Yeah.
So he bowled this first over and I just knocked him back. And he stood there and gave me a shitload at 13-year-old, just going, play a shot, try and whack me.
Yeah.
It's like, alright.
He still does that now,
Yeah.
but now the batters he plays again do whack him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be one of them though, like I know I'm shit, so you've got to make it interesting and just make everyone hate you.
Everything rattles round in your head as well, doesn't it? So
It's
it's
class.
like,
I love it.
What'd you say, what? Everything what?
rattles round.
There's nothing that rattles around. It's fucking empty.
There's something in there. I don't know what it is.
No, yeah, exactly. Fresh air.
Yeah.
Yeah, not with all that, but fresh air.
But we're not talking about it.
No, no.
Yeah, sensitive subject.
Really won't.
Two of us.
Put my own head and you've got.
So have you got this out? Not like Chris, just not ginger.
So you played junior cricket and all 3 senior teams in the same season.
Yeah, I think I made my first team debut at 14 or 15 at DSL, which got rained off. Got took up by the late Arthur, but he's an interesting guy, I'll tell you that. Talking to me about cricket on it.
You don't know about cricket now.
No.
I'm interested at 15, you probably just sat there like,
Well, you know it's bad.
God bless him. What's
You
he
probably
talking
never
about?
had to bat with me. So people always say, like, what do you talk about in the middle?
we won against DSL last year.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Come on, lads. Yeah, but everyone always goes, like, what do you talk about in the middle? It is not cricket. He's
No,
genuinely
you
everything
genuinely
over than
don't.
cricket. I can't think of anything worse. Oh, what shot shall we play? Mate, I'm just trying to hit it. Trying to not get out.
I've
Not
never
watched
spoken to you
it.
about that.
Yeah.
I tried to speak to you about bowling when he's bowling, but I think when we were back together, I think you were just telling me to keep going. I think you keep going. I was like, yeah, you stay there. That's a conversation. You stay there, I'll stay here.
You hit it out of them.
Yeah, that's it.
He said to me when batting together, he went, I'm just going to try and hit it to the moon. Okay, Wilkie.
I think that was the conversation. You just said, you hit it, and I'll run.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm not taking
I
advantage.
was like, I'm knackered it. I was like, I need to do some boundaries. No, not happening.
You did help. I got myself in. Started
Yeah.
batting well, and then I thought 6 to win. Harry can go for his 100. I thought, fuck him, I'm going. And ended up edging it.
Yeah.
Got caught behind it.
And then Xander came in. Xander was shitting his pants.
Yeah.
And he came in. He needed like 8 to win, something like that.
Lots
He came
of-
in. I feel he was like, mate, we need 8 off 25 balls. Just count, fuck down, will you?
Bearing in mind this is the same one, I think he's had. How many? He must have had 380 partnerships with me.
Who?
Xander.
Yeah, I know.
last year. What a bat. But he shits himself. It's mental.
He's mad, isn't he?
If I could bat like him, bloody hell, I'd be alright.
Well, yeah, to be fair, watching him in the net last year, it was calling it. Where's he going to play that rundown shot to? When's he going to try and play this?
Yeah.
Just whack it!
Yeah.
But that was a conversation we had that we spoke about last week. Man, just did it.
Yeah.
No.
You got to think sometimes, ain't you? But I don't do it.
We know.
The only time I've ever thought about it was Monton away, and then I realised we've got more runs than 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and he's been in for 45 hours more than me. And I was like, I'm gonna have to do something here.
Yeah. No, to be fair, you thought about going at West Orton last year.
Yeah.
That was a good innings. You got 50. You thought about it.
Back very well.
We'll give you that. But that's his brain capacity used for a season.
Big ground as well, so
Yeah.
you couldn't just whack
No,
six.
no,
So
no.
yeah.
Not
To be fair, I'm just more impressed I did something in a winning game.
Yeah.
Every time I do something, oh, we end up
But yeah,
losing.
you got 7 against Heat and lost by a wicket.
5 against Saddleworth, got rolled.
Got rolled for 60.
Year before, I think I did it 4 times as well.
Yeah, we'll come on to that season.
Yeah. So after Woodbank, you moved on to.
I think it was Brooks Bottom.
Yeah.
Got told by your dad,
Straight
you shit, go away.
Steve
Yeah.
said down on
Went there.
football manager did.
It just weren't for me.
Yeah.
Like, nothing wrong with the club, just didn't really enjoy it now. Good challenge. Bit humbling experience playing against Aussie pros, trying to bounce
Yeah.
and getting put over trees. But
That's where the NTL comes in.
so then I thought, just go back to your own standard, mate. Go back in Division 4 and went to played there for 2 years, did alright. I think we got promoted 2 years running.
Nice.
And then East Lancs. Well, that was a strange one.
Yeah.
As again, nothing wrong with the club, just never thought I'd see myself there. Ended up going because of Louis, drafted me down.
Yeah.
Ended up at Clifton after playing against them in a T20 and doing well for the 1 game in the season, which was quite fortunate.
Put yourself on show. Put yourself on show. Win it.
Got 50 odd. I think I scored 100 runs all season. 50 of them in that game. Got pinned by Cheeks first ball, which was scary.
Yeah.
Which is never nice. And then ended up back at Woodbank. Well, loved it ever since.
So we'll go to the Clifton because obviously Clifton were GMCL Prem then, weren't they? With you and you have a good. Were you successful that year?
Yeah, we finished well in the league. I think we were top of the league all season until 6-7 games to go, or probably a bit earlier. I might be lying, but we did really well in the league, and we ended up losing a few games in a row. We don't know what happened, and I think DSL or Prestwich might have won the league.
Yeah.
But we did really well, considering like it was my first year. I didn't know what to expect, and then we ended up winning the T20 Cup.
Yeah.
Got through to regionals and got beat by Oldham Edge, which were they're such a strong team.
They would sound that, yeah.
So I think was Sam Perry there.
Percy, yeah.
Sam Perry,
Sanders.
yeah, George Bell, some good players.
They had a decent Clifton side that year as well, didn't they? Because there was
Luke Perry, Adam Hart had a really good year that year. Cheeks, Rob Lord, who's now pro, Gaz Cross. You had the likes of Will Davidson, Joe McCann, Charlie Dorsey. I think me, Rob and Zach were the only 3 young lads in that team. I think Will got injured, Zach kept for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But he did really well, to be fair. But then obviously it was kind of an hard year for me because I went to Prem, and then as a same ball, you're coming behind Cheeks, Rob Ward, Gaz Cross.
Yes.
You're not going to sniff, are you? Let's be honest. It's some strong balls to tap.
it was a very good ball in attack's face. Because
Yeah.
Because
Take all chances, don't you?
first game at Clifton. Bear in mind, obviously, I've managed Cheeks at football,
Yeah.
and he'd always said to me that I was never allowed to play cricket on the same pitch as him. Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was fair. And he's bowling, and he gets somebody out, and I'm next to him, walks out to bat, and Gav's just stood on strikers and giggling. I went, what? He went, this ball's going to be quick. I went, yeah, I know. He says, just make sure it doesn't hit you. I was like, right, and this ball came through. It was quick. I'd not even got my bat in my stance up to here like I would do normally before it's hit the keeper's gloves. And all I just heard Crossy say was, that was a good thing that wasn't at you.
Yeah.
It were quick. And Cheeks is just giggling, walking back to his mark. And next ball was similar. I got that on strikes and he went, right, I'll slow it down to Gav now. I was just like, cheers, thanks. Thanks for that. Yeah, that was a decent, like, we thought we'd done alright that day as well, because we did like just short of 200. And then I might have dropped Crossy on 6. Then he went on to get like 80 odd. Whacked it.
Him and Adam all that year were ridiculous. I think we played in the T20 semi-final against Moorside. I think we hit 260, 270 or something like that. Both got 100.
What year would your last year be at Clifton?
2021, because that's the season I played.
Yeah.
Season once.
Okay, and you came back here.
Yeah, came back here after 1 year. Well, 1 year at Clifton anyway, but I think I spent, 4 or 5 years away from here
Yeah.
and came back. But
Yeah, fair enough.
good time, really.
Yeah.
Character building.
I think there's a lot of lads around the GMCL who've you know, sometimes move on to try different things. And I've never had an issue if someone wants to try and better themselves for different circumstances. I think, you know, you've been out there, you've tried a few different options. You started lower, tried to work up, you've then gone, actually, I'll go to a Prem team, might not get a load of opportunities, but I'll play in a good team, and now you find yourself back at obviously a pretty solid side. You know, last year champions, Prem 2. Hopefully this year we can try and challenge. I think with the signs we've made, I think we've got a pretty decent chance to have a good crack at it anyway.
I think with two years in a row, pink ball finals, not winning any would be really nice to win that. Winning the league, obviously, this year is going to be ridiculous, I think. Like the teams are playing against, some of the signings have been made, like Edgeworth, Row Green, we're going to be really strong. Prestwich as well.
Prestwich, you know, like you say, like I think we said this quite a few times on the podcast. Like, you look at the side, you look at the sides that are in it, and quite currently, I can't really choose a side that I think might struggle, because everyone's made signings that they needed to make.
They've done a lot of good signings.
I think the only team really that could struggle is Shaw. And I'm not saying they will do, but for them, obviously we all know what's going around them at the moment. They've signed a lot of players, and really, whether they know who they are or what they do, it's all mess really, and it can be.
Yeah.
But if they know who they are, then it could be a good thing. We don't know, but they don't know, probably might not know each other really.
I think when you look at it, like
it's a rebuilding.
You look at it, like you say, look at the teams that were at the top last year, and you know, Edgeworth for some side, they've obviously just they've strengthened. Row Green, pretty much the same, strengthened. We've obviously signed Keane, which is a great signing.
Oh no, that's Edgeworth, isn't it? Brad.
Yeah, exactly. Edgeworth signed Brad. Obviously, they signed a decent pro. You know, like Prestwich, pro's coming back. I'm sure they'll strengthen. You know, and I think we look at our side, and we lost 5. We had to sign 5. We're probably one of the teams probably had the most changes, but I think some of the signs we made, some pretty solid signings in there. You know, I'm excited to see how Wayne shapes up. I think he could be the real difference. If he's as good as what people said, then I'm excited.
His stats at the start of the year were ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think every game he was hitting over 50.
He got 100 last week, didn't he?
Super into finals.
Hopefully he can do the same thing in a Woodbank.
Very good lad, they were alright this year.
It was alright, yeah. They're getting better.
They were alright this year.
It's a bit different being in Australia to Greater Manchester, isn't it? Because some of the grounds they might play on could be dangerous, but especially when it's a weather.
I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to as well, is, you know, there's no disrespect to some of the teams in the Prem 2, because there's some great clubs. Looking forward to playing on some slightly better grounds.
Yeah.
So some good cricket grounds in the Prem. You know, some great grounds in the Prem 2 and some brilliant clubs. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing on hopefully some better pitches, some better wickets.
Even competitive cricket really. You know where you are. Like we played against. Last year, was it last year we played against Flora in the cup?
Yeah.
We actually did alright. I think we needed 6 off the last ball to win. But for the team we had at that time, I think it was a great eye opener to go, we can compete. Yeah. Especially with that team.
You were playing for Cheshire when I played.
They played. I got 40 on it. Speaks well. Moving on. I think that and I do think, like, I look at that team that we took, and I felt like we should have won that game. We were in front of it, and we lost a couple of wickets, and then we were back in front of the game, and then we lost another couple. I think it was a good eye opener for us in terms of even the lower teams in the Prem had more depth than what we thought. So they had 4 or 5 bowlers, not just 2 or 3 bowlers, and they had 5, 6, 7 batters, not 3 or 4 batters. So I think it was just an eye opener for us. Not every teams are going to have periods in games against us where, because we've got more depth, it's not going to just be easy to just roll them out like we might have done in the Prem 2. They're going to come back at us with something because we've got the better players. So it's going to be I think it will be tough, but I think there'll be some good cricket from us well played.
I think when we were talking the other week about how competitive that division will be, it was just when even Clifton announcing Crossy coming back. That makes a difference to when and you look at some of the signings that have been made, depending on Edgerton's pro, he looks like he should be an absolute belter. He might struggle in games because obviously I think it's his first time being over. but he looks a good one.
That's what I mean. Everyone's got players. Like you look at, you could go through all the teams and you could say, you know, these have got, they've got them two and they've got them three batters and they've got them two bowlers, and you just could reel off names in the Prem. You know, it's
we should do a GMCL preview show at some point.
Yeah.
Should get that done.
Should get that done.
Should get that done.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like I say, I am looking forward to this season. But going back to, let's say, 2 years ago, the season we don't talk about. You had a story to tell us, which you think was the start of things to come.
Yeah, I think it all said it off. Sorry, mate. I know if you're watching, I love you to bits, but it's got to be said. I think it kind of got off to a rocky start with one of our new players on his debut, young lad, lovely guy. I don't like saying this. I think was it a duck?
It might have got 4.
Yeah, it was single figures. I know that, and I can't remember who we were playing against, but I've got a feeling it was Edgerton. And it might have been Wishy. And basically, long story short, we're all watching him thinking, how's he going to go on here, opening the batting. Ball comes in, plays on the floor, starts rolling to his stumps. Anyone with some sort of brain, even me, would have volleyed it away.
Yeah.
He picks it up. So we're all stood there, and I think everyone in, like, at the same time in the changing room just went, oh no.
Yeah.
We all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
So someone's appealed. They've gone to it, and apparently they said they wouldn't have appealed if it weren't hitting his stumps.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I think anyone's appealing because that's just bad.
If bowler was playing, would definitely appeal.
Yeah.
If bowler would
I
only
think
be
he has played as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think every time I played against Edric, he's always played, and every time I come on, he comes in. But he loves it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a rough start to the season. But I think one of the things I've always said about that season, we had a very weak side for what we could have put out. We've lost a few players. It was like the losses of Barker, Will, Gav, and you're losing valuable players.
Big players, good players.
And, yeah, and you're asking, like, no offence to lads who tried their hardest and it just wasn't good enough for the Prem.
Yeah.
The young lads stepping up, which they had to do.
Yeah.
It shows character. Like,
Yeah, it was.
you've got to try your hardest. Everyone tries the best, like, and it was one of them.
Just weren't ready with it.
No.
Ready for it.
No, it's a massive jump. They're playing twos in what would you have been in Division 5?
Division 4 at the time.
4,
So
yeah.
it'd have been. So there's still been 7 divisions below.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous jump.
Yeah,
Like, even Championship to the Prem's a big jump. Never mind that.
Prem 2 to Prem. Look at the young got look like last year. Prem 2 to the Prem is a big jump.
Yeah.
It's the standard of the cricket, but
I think it was you saw last year, though, you knew who were going to be the top 4.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you played against them, whereas the Prem, it's every team's got.
That's what I mean.
But yeah, the young lads stepped up, put a shift in, and obviously it's a bit hard. You coming against the likes of 𝗘�57, like people like that, Gaz Cross at Flixton at the time, and you've got young lads facing very good players.
Like good face.
Liam,
Facing Adam now.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Ball into Tom Rogers.
Yeah,
Because Wilkie wouldn't know what that was because he shit out playing against the injured.
I wanted
Bam.
to leave me average as it was. They
Yeah.
weren't brilliant. I didn't want to make it worse. I've already done that a few times.
No.
But no, the young guys stepped up, which were good. But then there was games. I think there must have been 7 or 8 games lost in the last over. All like big calls from umpires. I'm not saying they weren't or were out or it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But there's many games that we played that year where we could have won. We lost in the last over of the game, like winnable games.
Yeah, it's inexperience.
But it's a fact of like you come past 5 and then you're kind of going into the younger lads who may have got a bit nervous or a bit anxious about trying to just play their game, which I think is really hard. If you're not in your comfort zone, you're not gonna do well.
I think as well in that when you're bringing them up as well, you're bringing them up. And I think it's tough to bring them up and then bat them at 8, 9, 10, 11 even. So I think you've got to bring them up and give them a batting spot. There might be better batters behind them, but ultimately if you've got a bat, you've got to bring them up to bat. And that's the only way, it's weird, isn't it? It's the only way that they improve. Also, sometimes it can be just not ready. But how do you know if you've not played them? So you've got to bring them up and give them the opportunity whether they're good enough or not, if that's what you have to rely on.
There was a few times that season, and I didn't play a ones game that year with being captain, so like I was just coming back and hearing how things were going on, or because our game had finished early, coming back watching.
Yeah.
It was like you had an very experienced opener in Usman, and then obviously Mosen as pro, and then Dovey and Wilkie, and then the rest were like obviously kids.
Mine as well.
Yeah, but like the rest.
You had a strong five.
Yeah.
No offence to the rest, but we
but,
played Premier
but
League
like
before.
the expectation and I was on the cricket committee that year, so I was involved in that process. And the thinking behind it was thinking, well, Mosen had always scored runs. Usman's always scored runs. Hopefully they'd win more games than they lost. But it summed it up. Was not one game where both of them two turned up.
Yeah.
We hit like 320 odd and got beat. We watched the second innings here because our game had finished, and it was like about 340, and he won the game. It just summed up how not a case of that we were playing bad cricket. It was just that there was like they struggled with the game management side of things, because there was one point where like Usman would get a start, run himself out. Usman would get a start, Dovey's got a start, he'd run Dovey out. You know, and it was just unlucky, weren't it, at certain points.
We were literally just in a series of unfortunate events the whole season, really. Because when we always got in a grasp of, we can win this game, there was something that happened, and it was really bad. The game at Edgerton here. So I think it was on 200 and something, not to brag, but me and Mosen ended up putting 100 in 5 overs. Got us to 320. We missed Ryan that game, so straight away we're missing an opening bowler. I got injured in the first over of the game. So then you kind of, I did. I actually did too, but
that heartstring went, didn't it?
Yeah, good quote from last season. But no, so I got injured, but then you've got the likes of, you've got to bowl, I think, 4 spinners. Young Liam, who has again tried his best, but when you're bowling against 𝗙𝗶𝗳𝗁, for him that's throwdowns. Even me bowling what I bowled that game with throwdowns.
It's just a golfing class cricket because the lads aren't used to bowling. He's a test cricketer.
Yeah.
You've got a lad who's going to be a good young player who's playing second cricket against someone who's played the elite. He's been an elite cricketer.
Even me bowling the best. I'm not the best bowler in the league, I know that, but me bowling the best is still throwdowns to him.
I think what the mad thing
you've got kids bowling in
that year is you sure in the league we didn't get to a cup final.
Yeah.
It's like Wigan. They went down. Wigan went. Did they go down?
I think they stayed up that year.
They just stayed up, but they were in the Europa League because they won their cup. I'm sure they went down. I'm sure they weren't playing.
Looking at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was strange because you're looking at
very weird cut run.
Yeah.
Very weird cut run.
That game against Edgeworth was remarkable.
I remember that game. I was driving back from a Cheshire game.
What? Did play that?
Again, Tom Rogers was playing, so you didn't fancy it.
I remember driving back from a Cheshire game, and I remember standing on the wall and watching the last 5 overs, and I was like, "This is mental." And when you won, I was like, "What's going on?" Can't buy them in the league. And then you beat Roe Green.
Well, the funny thing is,
you beat Roe Green, who won it.
Yeah, we beat Roe Green the day before.
Yeah, Roe Green won the league.
Because I was banned for that game.
Everybody Rogers was there.
Yeah.
But they're at the top of the league, or they're challenging at the top. You beat them, and you beat Edgeworth, who win the league, albeit in the cup. But then you can't win another game, or apart from the cup. It's mental.
The amount of games that year where it was literally a case of
that's over
flipping either way.
If I remember correctly, it must have been about 7 or 8 games minimum that were last over games. Clifton.
Yeah, I do
the big
remember.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like for me, that game was a joke. But as again, I think we needed 4 or 3 balls to win.
That was that the one where
the Ronaldo?
Oh.
Yeah. Press which was that the year before.
That was a few years ago when they lost about 5 wickets
that
for a run.
Press which was in Div 2.
No. League game.
No, the week. Sorry, I mean when we was in that the bad year. Press which were in Prem 2, they won the league, didn't they?
No, I'm talking about the game that needed like they need 3 to win or something.
We lost 5 wickets for about 3 runs and then ended up tying it or something like that.
When it runs, was it? Sorry. Just had to stretch them.
Don't know, but yeah,
Nathan Bailey got 4 within the last 5 runs. Something like that. And Tom Murphy, right? So Tom Murphy's come in, I think you were Tom, and I'm batting, and I'm stood there going, if I get out, I'm buggered. Tom Murphy's on the other end. I thought he'll be right, be fine. This Nathan Bailey's first ball, he's bottom edged it, Right, and Tom says it miles away from his stumps. It wasn't. It was like this far away, and I just stood there like, oh no, it's coming to me. And I was like, do not mess this up. And then I've got, obviously, the press switch on love me. So
Yeah,
it was all really nice for that day. I think if you get out, you look like a dick. And I just stood going, yeah, I can't wait for this. But, and I don't think I didn't beat press switch ever before that game.
Yeah.
We've always lost against press switch. And,
I think.
well, I have, anyway.
Oh no, I played in 3 games the other year. We got an absolute.
We beat him that year twice. Because Jack win at 30 had off absolutely nothing and won us a game away, last game of the season, which is when we could have won the league. And then point deduction.
Always
shafted
good,
us,
always
yeah.
good then point deductions.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
For that pro that got like 10 runs and the worst wicket I've ever seen in my life, and that's coming from me. So I've stood
You've
up.
got some good wickets last year.
Can't get number 11s out though.
Nah.
Struggle.
I've never seen anyone right. I've got this last year. We're at Elton, right? And
Numerous clubs with that.
no, Elton was the best one, right? So he's gone. I think what we ended up getting like 140, 140. So I reckon the 110 for 9. They got 2, or 120 for 9. They got 2 young lads in, right? And Matt's gone. Wicket. Well, you on a hat trick, weren't you?
Yeah.
You on a hat trick, right? Bowling number 11. So I'm thinking, off early here. Run through, nice hat trick for Matt. Run through it. First, I think. Just bowled it, like, instead of bowling a somebody, it was like, I think he left it, it was like 6 stump, just a nice ball through to the keeper, and I was like,
Great
like
throw.
4 slips and a shot, like we had the fielders in, and like, Matt, what he bowled? Nah. Anyway, I think it was 7 overs later, he's still running in, right? He's still running in, and he literally couldn't bowl the ball at stumps. He just got 9 and 10 out, bowled, right?
Literally
Bowling
same as
number
a game.
11, number 11. So I'm like, Matt, he's like, he's swinging, right, ball it cross seam, still nowhere near, said he was swinging cross seam, I was like,
No.
fuck off, mate.
So, I don't swing the ball at all. We all know this, right? For some reason, I was absolutely hooping it that day. And then he goes, ball across seam, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I bowled this ball, it must have pitched on middle leg and nipped away. And I went, what can I do?
Yeah, so Sakith was keeping, and I was at first, I was at second, and at third. Every ball that they either played and missed at, or just left, we just kept going, fuck's sake. To the point, did you end up getting the last wicket?
No, I said, take it off.
Just
take it off.
But also, remember that day, that's when Ryan hit his back, didn't he, stop bowling? Ryan hit his back.
Yeah.
And
Lucas
came on. So
This is
Lucas is like, so Dewey's like, we had this thing all season about Lucas warming up and then not bowling. So like, Lucas warm up, bowl all in. Anyway, this particular day, Lucas warm up, and he's like, yeah, fuck off. No, warm up. He bowled 2 overs, what did they get?
His
They got
first 2
140.
balls on one of the softest wickets I've ever seen was a bouncer outside of stump which got pumped for 4 past point.
It's
The
about
next one, yeah.
whacking it.
The next one was another bouncer that got put into net.
I think they only
And
got.
we were like, have you seen this wicket? It's not good.
They only got 140 and he bowled 2 overs, none for 25.
That's not even the funny bit, right? So the worst bit is, there was at one point you were playing him slipping, weren't it?
Yeah.
So he's like, I need sawdust, right? Must have been waiting 20 minutes. He got dragged off after the over.
Yeah. Put sawdust down for
Just
3
to
with 3 balls left. Bowled 3 balls, still all 3 should have gone for 4, none of them went for 4. And then Dovey went, right, you're off. Just waited 20 minutes with sawdust and bowled 3 balls. He was, honestly.
What a great lad he is.
Yeah, funny.
He's
We were
hilarious.
at A-side, I forgot what he told us.
We got his kit. And no one told him apart from your dad. Shock.
Yeah, that's literally what funny one.
Yeah,
You know.
you had obviously I've watched you bowl at points where I've been fielding, and I genuinely feel like whenever you bowl, the ball decides to follow me.
Yeah.
And
Sadly.
it's ridiculous.
Unfortunately.
No, it is. There was one game. There was, and I said about the one to Barney the other week where I said you bowled that ball short, wide outside off stump, and it hit me in the foot in front of the scoreboard.
Flowering.
Yeah.
Fakes it.
Yeah, and you shouted at me about it, and I said, and then you moved me to fine leg, and the next ball thinks he walked across and paddled into me at fine leg, and then like, get back to third man. Oh, next ball goes there. Cheers, thanks for that.
I think he put you in the estate as well. A couple balls.
No,
off my slow ball.
I think one of his funniest balls last year was in a T20 here.
Me?
Yeah, when you had to go on Ryan, when Ryan was 40 yards from catching it.
No, it weren't that. So, They were playing stand at home, I think. Oh
T20.
no, Bradshaw. Yeah, Bradshaw.
Yeah, it was a quarter final.
So I've come on, and I can't remember what happened, but Ryan's done something, and I can't remember where. I think he threw it over keeper, didn't he? So they've ended up taking another single.
Yeah. So overthrows, take a single, right? So last ball he over was to
No, it was the next ball. I bowled a Yorker
That's what
outside
I'm
off
saying.
stump. Yeah. No, there's two left. Oh no, Yorker outside off stump. No, there are three. Yorker outside off stump. It's gone for four because Ryan set off 50 minutes after it's gone past him. So I've lost my edge straight away.
I think Ryan thought he was coming to me at that point. So
So then next ball after that was front foot no ball.
yeah.
And then I was stood there going, this is balling up this. I think next ball it was either Keane or Brad put me in the other side of the skull. I just thought he's having it.
Yeah.
He's having it.
So next ball, carves out to cover, and it's gone up. Ryan's about 25 yards from catching it, right? Gets nowhere near it, and Matt goes, "The fuck are you doing?" And Ryan looks at me and goes, obviously then them two I can get going, "Is he for fucking real?" I'm like, "Calm down. No, is he fucking joking?" And I was like, "Ryan, I think, well, he must be, because there's nowhere, you weren't getting anywhere near it. I'm gonna knock him out." I was like, "Right, just calm down." Them two walking past each other, like, just shouting abuse at each other from like 25 yards away.
They'll let you have never field in there again.
Just think that could have been Edgerton's problem.
I know, yeah. Good for them though.
They've done alright now, haven't they?
Yeah. To be fair, I put us both on the boundary, so we'd have to listen to Bomber for 45 minutes. Or 50, Jesus, even worse.
That's fair. No, so obviously last year, I suppose we're already on last year, but last year was pretty successful for us.
Very good, yeah.
Good year.
Could have done the double.
Should have done. I suppose it's not it's a T20 league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should have done. I mean, it was controversial.
Very.
I know it hit you hard on the fat controller as well.
It was great fun.
I'll give you a
End of season when we won the league, everyone's posting pictures of the team. I just put one with the fat controller
with my head on and just put
cheers, lads.
I think there's room for you to be allowed to have a bite back after 2024 season.
Absolutely.
I think that was your buyback, wasn't it? I mean, we'd said after that.
I actually kept quiet all year.
Yeah, on the bus to be fair. I think we were sat next to each other on the way back from finals day. And I said to him, I was like, "You've seen this?" And I said to him, "I'm just going to use this motivation." I said, "There'd be nothing better at the end of the year if we can tweet that picture, just put with a picture of us with a trophy, just put cheers." And then from that game to the end of the season was just my motivation. That's all I wanted to do. So whoever is that account, thanks so fucking much.
It was a great time.
Thank you.
To be fair to the lads, the players couldn't do anything about it. It was that sweet.
Yeah,
it was a spectator probably, and it was that sweet. And we just stood there going, that just rubs it in.
Yeah.
I think what was it, 5 behind DLS or something, 6 behind. 1 wicket changes again.
And Sandman has never run off so quick in all his life.
I know, yeah.
When he started to spin. But because that 2024 season, like me and you sat here quite a bit, didn't we, on Saturday nights while you were getting absolutely peppered with abuse of people. And
I love it though. I find it so amusing.
It was funny,
yeah.
And there was some points where things got pushed a little bit too far. And like I would sit there and we'd have a laugh and joke about it, and I carried it on.
Where have the names have come from?
Yeah, to be fair, like to your face in here, like just calling you donkey all the time.
Didn't name it 25.
But I think it got a little bit too much that season in terms of the abuse that was aimed at some people that season. Because you look at like...
I deserved it, everyone else didn't.
Yeah.
Because I'll admit I'm a gobshite, but the year before,
wow.
When
Matt Wilkes has just admitted something about himself. Can we just...
I admitted I was shit at cricket before.
I'm a gobshite, oh my fucking god.
No, but like, I am, like, I love it though, because I find it amusing, like, you know what it's like, my family, like, we love taking the piss out of people. Like, I'll come in here, you could be my best mate, I'll still wind you up, like. But, so obviously the year a certain team got relegated, we took advantage of it, because obviously we got a bit of a rivalry. And we give them a load, to be fair. And then the year after we had a shocker, which we said straight away, oh, here we go. Like, we know it's going to...
You have to take it, if you're going to give it out,
we don't mind
you
it.
have to take it. And I think we realised that last year in terms of cricket, you know, I think for a lot of teams last year we were World Cup final.
Yeah.
I think we were. And I think once we realised that we were going to get shit from teams and they were going to go hard at us and they were going to play hard against us, I think that helped us. I think after them 3 games they lost, obviously Hayside, Broxton, then 3 games in a row, and Saddleworth in a row. So yeah, those 3 games we lost. I think it almost was like, right, well we've lost now, because at that point we were 100%, and we were almost like, oh, we could go and beat them. Well we've lost now, we've lost 3 games, so if we want to win the league, the pressure's off, but if we want to win the league, those 3 games, they went hard on us, and they were, teams were aggressive and on the front foot, and we were like, we should do back. And like say West Orton, they give it us, and then we got to we played that game at West Orton. We didn't stop heating. Yeah. It just changed our mentality a little bit.
I think it's one of them really. So I'm a big thing of like I have to get in a battle. Like I love battle. It's good. If I go in, like say to battle, Sam Open shot I found this out last year because he give me shit every ball, a 4 after everything. But I love it when people give me shit. Like I'm gonna go out next year and it's gonna be quiet. I can't wait. Yeah.
But nobody will say on the team.
Some teams, but. No, but like I love getting in battles, and I think it's like you just said then. When we're going out and we're playing against a team we don't know, no one knows anything about each other, and it's really quiet. Like Saddleworth, we struggled. Like,
I think we struggled for other reasons, but
yeah, we didn't have. We had a big piss up the night before.
Yeah.
But, like
blame the chairman.
Yeah, you do.
It's our fault, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's our fault.
The problem was though, as I said this before, I didn't drink that night. I drove home. I didn't have a drink, and I still got fucking none. I pulled C, got whacked, and then got none. So I'd have been better off drinking.
You've been on Stringer's car.
Yeah. Don't pull left drop.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. He got bowled.
That was brilliant. That.
Idiots.
But no, to be fair, they brought the game to us, showed us up a bit. But it's like that. We come to halfway through the season after losing them. Yeah. Where it was like we've got to show character.
Yeah.
Obviously, London turned us over at their ground. Like, and
I think that was slightly different that game because that pitch was used. And whoever I said to Dovey before the start of the game, I said, if you bat second, I said if you have to win the toss and bat because it's going to be so hard batting second on it. And I said we're going to have to restrict him. And as soon as they got, it sounds defeatist a little bit, but I said as soon as they got 220, it was going to take a special innings from someone to get that score. And it would have been, it was a tough pitch to chase on. It's a big ground, square, and they know how to bowl on their ground. They very rarely got anything full to hit back.
A very strong attack as well.
Yeah, so I think that was slightly different. I don't think that game, they were obviously better on the day, but I think the toss played a big part in that game, whereas, hitter against Brox, we should have chased 160. Yeah. Hayside away, we should have chased 200. We should have chased 200.
Yeah, but you're playing till 11 o'clock at night.
I know, we still should have chased it. And they got too many, and we should have, from where they were 33, weren't they? Hayside. Yeah. They were 33 and they got 200. We should have chased. We should have got that many. We should have chased, and then it was the
Brox.
Brox was I just said.
Actually, that was a good innings.
Yeah, we should have chased 160. And then who was it again? What's 3 and a half?
Saddleworth.
Yeah. Saddleworth again. 180. It wasn't that bad a pitch, I don't think, but we just didn't turn up with the bat. I think we just all over. Yeah. It was our own fault. So, I think there's a, Brock, again, I say we should have chased 160 against Brock. They had a really good attack, and they were better than us for larger parts of the game.
Even the A-side game, I think someone mentioned it the other week. Never won at A-side. Every game I played at A-side has been exactly the same game. We bowl first, get a few out really early. Someone gets 100 or a big score. We have a big collapse, and then we lose by not many. Yeah. Right. But it's just a strange place to play. But I think you said that the atmosphere there is brilliant. It's kind of like here, but it's more ruthless there. And it brings a lot to it, doesn't it? Like when you lose a wicket, you got all the crowd giving it you. It shows your character, doesn't it? It's like, what you're going to do now? You're going to stand up to it, or you're going to shit yourself.
Yeah, it's like we were saying before, like talking about West Orton. I like that ground, but
it's just fucking massive.
But it's massive, and as much as we gave it out, but we were purposefully at points being loud because of how big it is. Whereas if you go to Hayside,
it's cramped.
Because it's cramped, you don't have to be as loud, but you can all
I think the thing that the West Orton is because it's so far away, the crowd to support, like, say you're out there batting and your team are supporting you, it's hard to hear. It's like when borrowers, someone shouting you from the bottom of your feet, like down a phone, when someone pocket down, you're trying to, hello! That's what it feels like when you're trying to shout from the change rooms to the middle, whereas when you're out there and you're a fielder inside, you can really create something because you feel like the batters feel like it's just them because there's no one supporting. But there is, you just can't hear them. Especially when that wind gets up.
it was interesting as well because like you lost games that you know you shouldn't have lost. But I also think then like that mentality when I came into the changing room those 2 games. The only time I've been around you lot bar in training was that first pre-season game against Enfield. And
On a day.
It was boiling.
Good take that.
Probably the hottest game of the season.
It's good there.
Lovely.
That Brock's game was one. What was your dash?
Oh, I didn't do anything. No.
Colour of tomato. You can only buy for 60 balls.
but went into that dressing room that day at West Orton, and it was like at first like everybody was sort of walking on eggshells because of what had happened a few weeks previous, and what lightened the mood and started to get everybody sort of going before we'd gone out was when Xander was warming up in the nets and fucking smashed the ball into his own watch.
Oh yeah.
Like,
we went to reverse sweep.
Yeah.
That's what you get for practicing reverse sweeps before a game.
With your watch on.
Yeah, well it was that because we'd all turned up and like you were a bit miserable. You were just yourself and like and
was that late?
Yeah,
I think there was something that happened this morning, and everyone was just like, "This is not a great way to." The warm up. I think we started this warm up that I started, didn't I? And I think everyone threw it over 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗀 for about 20 minutes.
After the Brooks game, we said, right, we give the warm up to Xander and Lucas to do, and you come up with an idea and did this fielding, and it was chaos.
Yeah.
For the first 10 minutes, it was balls flying everywhere, and then I think it was almost like the Phil Brown. Dovey got us in, and then we went back out 5 minutes. We were brilliant. Yeah. But I think then it started. Then we got stuck in on a green top, and then like I say, Wilkie was. Got us out of trouble. It won us the game. It was a match-winning knock. It won us the game.
It was.
But I think what helped us. It's weird, isn't it? Getting a low score like 150 we did, or a tough score. We knew was the only way that we were going to win that game was by getting in a battle and making them, feeling like it's, a lot of pressure for their battles. If we'd have got 220 and got a good score, would we have done the same? I don't think we would have. And would that have then not gone on to the next few games into the season? Almost that 150 was almost like the catalyst of we've got 150. We're only going to win this game by Davey was ownership. We're going to give it back. We're going to put them under the pump. We've got the attack to do it. Let's go and do it. And we did it. We executed.
I think it's a case of the first time we played them here, I think the 2 opening batters ended up whacking us. 2 of them had a really good partnership.
They were 80 for none, weren't they?
I think we knew if they do that again, we're struggling here.
Yeah. But it's a different concept. It's different as well. And you played on here compared to West Orton. They were clothing for 6 on here. And like I said, they went from 80 for none to 120 for 2 to 170 all out.
The other highlight of that game was when 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀 kept on trying to claim that he'd beat you in a race with ball as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was.
I started at second slip and he was at backward point and it went to deep point and I was only a yard behind him when he picked the ball.
Brilliant. But I just carried on egging it. I'm going, you're quicker than Harriet, and he's just like the big cheesy grin in his face. It was just like.
Did Harvey and Dasher open the batting that game? Yeah. They did not hit one to boundary. And we all watched him running between the wickets and went, oh no, because there's 2 slowest people in the team.
Dasher's quicker than Harvey. He's 57.
Sorry.
But listen, I think we all saw it.
I think Dash was nearly lapping him. He was like,
come did. Come back for 3. He set off and he started lapping him and we were just sat there just going.
I think he had to turn down the 4th because Harvey got back.
Oh, he had to get fucking deep in off.
He's
got his walking cane.
It's a big ground, that.
It is. It's a lovely ground.
It is a good
ground. It's massive.
It's a good big ground, yeah. Good ground or big ground.
I'd like to play T20 on it. What a boring game that'll be.
For those that didn't hear, I had 100 on West Orton in the T20.
How did you get last year?
Again, that goes. If you notice as well, when the lads came watching it, I averaged 32 in 4 games.
All the pros
came watching on the average day.
Yeah.
And then when we did come
against Seaton.
Yeah, I just keep it run to fucking deep cover.
Never a single that.
Stop, please.
It was the easiest single that me, Harvey and Dash would have all made.
Bless him though. 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀 was the funniest guy for. You'd smash one down to deep cover, he wouldn't run, but he'd drop it on his own toes and he'll be off.
A&T, obviously we won the league by like 3 or 4 points in the end, but that A&T game, I hit one to deep cover to win the game, like for 1, and he stood on his back. I was like, what? Run! I screamed.
That wasn't what you said. You went, fucking run!
Yeah.
We was all pissing ourselves on balcony, going, what's going on here?
Just stood there to be cut. Well, it's A&T from to the net, to the long side, it's about 150 metres.
He was still probably concussed from the first inning.
Yeah,
he
he
took
was,
a
yeah.
battering that day.
He did.
He was
Yeah,
stood
he
back,
got
right?
off.
So, yeah, he was stood back. I think `𝗪𝗶𝗹𝗸𝗀𝗀 bowling, and obviously 𝗪𝗀's not quick, but he's taking him up here, but like, it would pop him.
Then their batter came stood like miles out.
Yeah.
So I think it was
keep for stand up.
Go and stand up.
So I think 2 overs later, got one in the grill. So he's on the floor, like holding his head and all this stuff. Umpire turns around and went, "Are you going to check on him?" Me, Lewis, Harriet, Xander, and Lucas all just pissing ourselves, going, "Absolutely not."
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Just laughing at him. Oh,
Great lad. Great lad.
That was funny, that off the pro at Walsher.
And then he had to keep me that. Went to hospital to have an X-ray.
Oh, but the best bit with that was
That looked like
we-
it.
so
Because
that's
it just went.
That was the big cover just went, oh.
that's happened. We've played, finished, won in here, and Lewis has rang Bolts and gone, "What do I do? 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀has got injured. What do I do? Like this is going on." And obviously we can't hear what Lewis is saying. We can just hear what Chris is saying. And all we heard back after that was, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll send your subfielder up." My bag has never moved so quickly out. And Matty Jackson hadn't took his whites off at that point. In the car, you go, "Go on, off you go."
Well, the best part, the funniest part about that was he was rolling around on the floor, and you know what, Dad's not very sympathetic. He looked at him and went, "Should have fucking caught it then, shouldn't you?" Like the first thing he said, and then the second thing he said, as he was like getting up and he was like hunched over, do you know like the Neil Warnock was like, "Get my face, I don't want to see you." So he said to him, he was like, "Get him off the pitch. I don't want to see him. Get him off the pitch." It's like stealing a little bit of the coat. Nah, get him off. He's done. Get him off. You keep.
But even that, we didn't know what the pro were like. Yeah. He's dropped this catch, he's in agony on the floor. There's about 5 was just like that on the boundary going, "Just get up."
We only got 130,
Yeah.
140 didn't
Yeah.
we? So we were like, nah. He did it a couple of nights anyway. Ryan nicked him off again to me.
Yeah.
I showed him to keep on to it.
They couldn't see because he was dying.
Yeah, he was.
He was dying over the toilet. Sewing up.
That's
Honestly, yeah.
What a lad.
Great lad. So, obviously, chatting about what we chatted about. What are your thoughts on this year, Woodbank? What are your predictions? What are you hoping for?
Top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah. Not going to go silly, saying we're going to win the league, because we'd love to, don't get me wrong, but realistically, top 5 we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Blank snack out year after. Hopefully win a cup.
Yeah.
Get one of the competitions we could have won the last 2 years, which would be really nice. But I think it'll be good. We've got a strong team coming in.
Yeah.
Replaced a few players, but I think they've either been like for like or better, which I think is a great thing to happen.
Yeah.
But then again, we are going back onto other teams who've done the same, which we don't know how it's going to go, really, do we?
No. I think also when you come to talk about like winning leagues or doing well, there's also a lot of luck that comes into it.
Yeah.
Rugby agreeing on decisions at important times, the weather. You know, like I say this all the time. We won the league last year. The league was decided within 2 miles of each other in Bury. You know, we were at home to Saddleworth, Brox were at home, Walsher were at home, and Monmouth were at Elm. And I think sort of that day rained everywhere in Bury. It fell apart from here. I know we got rain, we were on and off, but it didn't feel like we got a lot of the rain. I know it rained out at Walsher, and Brox got a load of rain, which is literally a mile of road. And obviously, I know they finished at Eldon, but they got a load of rain as well. So I think it was just luck last year how it all. It just seemed to not that last day. It sort of all just fell in place a little bit.
Well, it's even one of them. Like our whole point last year was just to get promoted.
Yeah.
Winning the league's bonus every day of the week, but even that, the luck bit, like I think we went into last game of season going,
We were third.
yeah, but I think if we won with a bonus point and Brooks Bottom didn't get the bonus point, we would have won the league.
And then Monmouth could have won the league.
Yeah, even Walsher. If we dropped points, Walsher could have got a bonus. We would have stayed in Prem too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It is a lot. But I think with the players we have got, it's also a case of if we all have that rough patch, because everyone has a rough patch at season. If we all have it at the same time, it can go really badly, can't it? But we've now got. I think we were talking about the other day. No offence to Ryan, but up to 10, we've got people that can bat. And then we've got 8 bowlers somewhere. He can get an innings, right?
I think what it is, I
semi-final.
think you agree. It's about.
I don't mean to say you can't ban.
Yeah.
I just mean he will get a score, but not consistently like a lot of people come in the team.
Yeah. I think as well. You're right in terms of it's about lads scoring runs when others aren't. About scoring runs, or everyone having a day out at the same time. It's about when when we're struggling and it's the games against us are in a corner.
50 for 5, who's going to come in at 7 and
who
he
needs, or rather than two your top order getting 270s in the same game and getting 250 and winning a game, it's about can that person then do it when it, like I say, when the pressure's on, like tough pitch against a good attack when we're a couple down early, like I say,
it's like K-side the other year with one of the Averys coming in at, I think it was 200-300s.
Yeah.
And did want to come in at 8, yeah. But like people like that, that's what I was going to say before going into the Prem 2 and the Prem. You rarely get a player in the Prem 2 that'll do that. Batting 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
In the Prem 2, there's a lot of teams that bat really deep. But it's like we could have played. We played against Royal Green in the final, and I think we got to 6 or something like that, 6 or 7. And even like coming in, we're like 𝗘𝗶𝗳𝘁𝗲𝗄, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like in Prem teams, they'll be top 3, and it's like you get past him, we're fine. But you've still got people behind him who can bat. You know, and it's just you consistently playing against good players, which is mad. And then last year you'd have 2 or 3 good bowlers in the team, get past them, you're fine. Whereas this one you've got someone who's probably one of the best spinners coming on after the seamers, and then another guy who can bowl really well third, fourth change. It's the consistency for me is the biggest thing. But going back to, like you said, if we all have somebody who stands up, I think top 5. Because
We speak about it all the time, our own things, some top 5 is the over pretty much every game.
Someone like Xander.
Or gets a score,
Xander's a class batter, comes in really late. Like, he's at 50s, he's in Australia hitting 50s now.
Like 16.
Yeah, but I think it'd be a good year, really.
No, I'm looking forward to it, I'm really excited. So go on then, go on to the last couple of questions. So, best player you played with?
𝗙𝗫𝗁.
Yeah,
Class.
Yeah.
Played 3 or 4 games with him, never got out, never looked in trouble, I don't think he ever got dropped. I think there was one game, it was Hayside at home, and I think he was on 60 or something like that. The ball never came off the floor, it was ridiculous. And then we was all stood there going, can he hit 6s?
Yeah.
Can he hit 6s? I think he put someone over trees 3 times in a row, and we were like, what is going on here? Even his bowling's class and fielding, but he's a nice lad as well, which helps. But you've got the likes of him, 𝗪𝗀𝗪. Steve.
I'm doing that look, Chris Covey, that's why I wasn't looking at you though.
Yeah, we've got to go. Dasher.
Yeah. Fair enough.
No, yeah, but even like 𝗪𝗪𝗪, all round class. There's quite a few, but I think 𝗙𝗫𝗁 takes it.
It's not bad
Different
on
class.
One of the only games I watched him playing, I think, was the Edgeworth game.
Dasher trying to bump it.
Yeah, when he looked like he was.
He put Nick Murphy on the boundary. He plays in the IPL. Stop trying to bounce again, I've come.
He was that thing going. He just looks classy. He's not playing a shot in the air. He's not needed to play an aggressive shot. All of a sudden, he just unleashed for like about 3
It's kind of
overs,
like he
didn't
just got to a certain point in the innings where he goes, "We're not going to lose this. I'll do what I want." Do you know what I mean? Whereas like
The pressure's on. He's worked hard. To
Yeah.
score,
it's like people like 𝗘𝗽𝗓. Like we played with him and against him. He'll graft, and then as soon as he's fine, like he's in a set position where he's going right, he'll just unleash. But I think that's the difference between a good player and a class player. Like good players can do it, but they'll do it straight away. Take a few chances, but class players, you're never going to get them out. They don't give you a chance.
That's cool. Best player you played against?
Over here. Like,
Yeah. Well, anyone you can play against, you can say, oh.
I go over here. Probably playing against personally, I'd probably say 𝗪𝗲𝗓, but it was very early on.
Yeah.
When I first started coming into Prem, he was class, like ridiculous. I've never really played against like the likes of Tom Rogers. Didn't play against him.
Didn't fancy it.
Shit
Didn't
out.
fancy it 3 times.
Umpires give me a right good decision and not letting me play against him.
Yeah.
Which I loved it. Like,
You
watching him on the side.
Next week, I'll get banned.
Yeah, rough do that.
But I think you actually use your brain now quite
Quite impressive.
But yeah, I'd probably say either 𝗪𝗲𝗓, 𝗪𝗪𝗪 is one of them as well. Played against him a few times.
That's a pipe them off.
You don't even like me. But even like the likes of 𝗘𝗽𝗓, I think Tilly's class.
He is good ball.
Even that knock in the final, he just never gave us a chance, took it away from us. And I'm not saying without him we could have won, but he just gave us no chance. Do you know what I mean?
Favourite ground?
You've had that many on your list, you know,
Yeah.
which one to pick from.
Yeah, it's not going to be any from 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗁𝗁 likes, is it?
Never know, never know.
They'll be like different parks.
I need to tell you that.
Probably say
Which grounds you played against? Not.
𝗘𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗁 in Leicester.
Yeah, class.
Unbelievable
Great
setup.
Great
Played there in a one-day final for Lancs, and I thought I'd seen good grounds. That is unreal.
That was where we played a lot of our second team cricket for Leicester.
Yeah.
Great ground. The brilliant beggar, innit?
Yeah. On the likes of amateur cricket though, my favourite to play at personally, I've not always done unbelievable there, but for some reason I love playing at Denton West.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just feel like every time a ball got a good rhythm, it just clicks on the day.
Yeah.
But
It's not what I thought you were going to say, but fair enough.
where?
Denton West.
Where do you think I say?
I don't know. I'm going to say Denton West.
No,
Just
just
to Denton West. I enjoy playing Denton West. You know, personally, always done pretty well at Denton West.
They've always been good
Played
games
there
there.
once,
as well.
absolutely.
And I think they're a great set of lads as well. I get on with them really good Denton West.
I think it's one of them as well. It always comes in with Denton West. Every time we played there, it's never been a low-scoring game. It's always been a really competitive game the whole way through. Apart from
Did you snick Warwick enough? Or was it Barker? Or none, and he got 50.
probably, I think it was Barker.
We played at Denton West that year. And I think Ali spoke about it. We got about 140 there. I got 50. Mike just got less than 50, 40 or 50 or something like that. Davo got some runs, and Davo came in and was like, "Got 62 minutes for lads." And I knew what he was talking about, but a lot of the lads were like, "Saying that, innit? 62 minutes. Who's going to bowl them out for 70? We'll bowl them out for 50." I think they were like 26 for 6.
When was this?
The year that they had Warwick in.
Honestly, that day, that sunstroke was ridiculous.
It was awful.
It was awful.
Ginger.
No, I know it doesn't. No, being ginger does not help. But it was
Was
just
that the day we had Osman Treeks on pro?
no. We had Molson.
Right.
It was when one of you had Warwick and snicked off on none. He got 50, and we were well on top. And then him and who's the one who whacks it?
Killer.
Yeah.
Killer.
He put some. That day.
Killer.
There was and I'd watched him in the fixture early on in the season where he was putting them miles, but then I'm involved in the game and I'm just watching them go over my head and just going, yeah, they're going.
I remember a game a long time ago at Denton West where if he's listening, or the Denton West lads are listening, they can fact check this and confirm this, but I'm sure I've not made this up. He was supposed to play against us, in a cup game on a Sunday. He was supposed to play against us. He didn't turn up. They couldn't find him. He'd fallen asleep in a bush in his front garden. No one could find him from the night before.
Great.
Someone could fact check that. I'm sure the Denton West lads are watching. But I'm swearing that he didn't turn up and where is he? No one had seen him. Everyone was worrying. And his mum found him in a bush in the front or back garden, and he walked around at the interval and was like, "I'm so sorry, I had to fell asleep." He just woke up. And he used to bowl quite sharp, you know. He used to bowl. He was a bowler with bat, He used to bowl sharp. Bowls
Well, that day he hit it miles.
Is that this? Yeah. Is that the same year that he did the same to Brox in the cup? A couple of weeks before he'd done that. Brox needed.
Did it a few
We're gonna
times.
beat him. Yeah. Brox were gonna beat him, and he hit 100 off 4 balls.
And just ridiculous.
I think of the same game where one of the lads that came into bat, he must have been about 7 foot, something like that.
George.
Absolute massive guy.
Did he bowl off spin?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, he got me out.
Yeah.
He was
I
on
think
the
he
out.
did bowl. He was like 7 foot.
It's George. I don't think George bowled, he might have bowled.
But he came into bat, and obviously Gavin Nichols captain, stood next to me going, bet you can't hit him in the elbow, bet you can't hit him. So I ended up bouncing a bit through the elbow. He went, "You're the first person to ever do that." And I think Gav shouted from behind me, "Is the only one daft enough to try?" It does go through there though. Goes through really well on there.
Great club, good people. I enjoy playing against them. They've been a Lancs County League club, so I played against them for a long time. Some brilliant people there.
Oh, he's
Good
also
lads.
been roasting though.
Yeah,
That's the only match.
good lads, great club. Last question. Favourite cricket memory?
T20 finals day. Clifton. personal favourite, first ever T20 final. Should have played one here years ago. And I ended up having a lifeguarding exam. I think, were you here? Nah, true story.
Lifeguarding
I didn't play that.
I didn't know that.
Should have played T20 finals day about to do a lifeguarding exam.
Mate, it's either playing T20 finals day or being unemployed. Because I didn't go to college. So. No, but I had a lifeguarding exam, so I couldn't have made the semis, but I could have made the final, and I don't think we got through to the final.
Okay. So if you'd have played the semis, you got through to the final.
Yeah. As you did.
Trying to take someone's place.
Yeah. Would have made it interesting, shots for your wides. Who would have known? But yeah, T20 finals though. First one I ever played, first one I've won as well. I think I got 3 for both games, just had a really good day out. But I think it helps getting 3 off the first over bowled in the final, shitting myself coming up the other Clifton.
Who did you beat in the final?
He's James Ryan. It's when he gave me the shit about. I'm going back at him now, I can say what I want. He tweeted me, I think. Who did it?
For Spudman.
Yeah, for Spudman. Oh, he's my mate, leave him alone. No, so he tweeted me at the end of the season, Ryan going, about moving back to Woodbank, saying, enjoy your can of Coke and a packet of crisp. So I just tweeted him back with a picture of T20 trophy, packet of Doritos and a can of Coke next to it. Like, cheers, mate.
Nice.
Like, that is funny.
Excellent.
Yeah,
that was very good.
Got memory of that.
Very good. What about the winning league last year? Got we up there, surely?
Yeah, I think it's not the first league I've ever won. I won one with 𝗘𝗶𝗳𝘁𝗲𝗄 in the second team, rest of soul. But yeah, that was the first one I won, but the first proper Premier League, not Premier League, first team trophy I won. That was special, especially the way we won it as well.
Yeah, it's my second.
Especially after the antics of T20, coming back and winning it and saying, stick to T20 with your ass.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it was mad. I remember that night.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
like that day, right? So I remember coming off the field and we bowled them out. What did we get? 120, 130, whatever they got. I remember coming off and someone said to me, "Rocks are off." Like whispered in my ear. I looked at him and went, "Is that?" He said, "Don't take the piss here," because we knew if Rocks got called off, we won. We would win the league because we. Because
if we won the game no matter what, we would have won the league if Fox is off.
Were we second and Monmouth were third?
Yes. Monmouth were third, but I think there were 2 points behind us.
Yeah, we were second. And so we were like, we just have to, so I was like, right. So that's when it came, right. Are we, who was up there? Someone was up there. Was it Gav's gone up there?
Yeah.
Gav's gone up there.
But no,
Hulty pulled me. Gav's up there, he's just texted me saying, the game's off. I was like, who's taking shit? Gav. I was like, I don't believe him. He was like, no, he swears. I was like, well, it's Gav. Gav, I love you, but it could mean anything. I was like,
he swears
so that's where
it is Gav.
So Dovey's dad. So I went to Dovey. I went, this is what I've heard. Can your dad go up? So Dovey's dad drove up. You and Bolts drove up.
Mate,
no, you went to watch.
Mate, that, and I don't think I ever told this part of the story on here before. But obviously, he collared me and said, can I have a word? I thought, I'm getting moaned at for something else that I put on socials, or that Wilkie might have put on, or something.
Hey, I don't do anything like that. End of season, do you?
Yeah.
I thank them.
And he says, have you got your car? Yeah, I don't drink, of course I've got my car. Can you just take me somewhere? Okay. Goes to Walsham. I don't think I've said this before, and if I have, I apologise. But we got down Sycamore Road, and as we got down Sycamore Road, he's putting the window down in the passenger seat, pulling himself out of the car, and shouting, "Get the game off! Get the game off! Call it off! Call it off!" And I'm grabbing him whilst driving down Sycamore Road, going over the bumps, grabbing him, going, "Get back in!" Putting the window back up. Putting the window back up. I went, "What the fuck are you doing?" He went, "Can we stop here for a pint?" I went, "No." No. Because clearly, this is going to be absolute carnage. I'm taking you back to the club. Drives down Totty Road. Drives down Totty Road. And you know the junction, just before you get onto Croston's Road, where it comes from Walshy Road, Totty Road. He went, "You know you can make an illegal U-turn right there and go up to Elton and we can go," no, we are fucking not. We're going on to Brangy Road, off we go.
And that's what I thought.
Yeah, it was like, and then I parked up, he went, "You're just a fucking spoiled sport, aren't you?"
Yeah, I think, it was, and then So Dovey's dad drove up, got there, and Dovey's dad was like, right, there's no one on, they're not on, and there's not much movement, there's no one on the square, the covers are off, and it's currently raining. So at that point I was like, well, they're not playing, they're done, aren't they? So I sat in the changing room and said to me, I was like, what do we do? Do we tell the lads? Do we not? But because Brox had done it as well, so they left us unplayed cricket, they left it on, so it looked like they were playing. So I was like, so if the lads go up, looks like they're playing. But then they'll start questioning why the scoreboard's not going up, so then there'll be a bit of like anxiety or whatever. So I was like, we're going to get in and we're going to tell them, this is the scenario, this is what's happening. So remember, Toby goes, right, I'll let you say it, because it's too complicated. I can't remember I don't know what you're going to say, so I was like, right. So we sat down and went, right, Brox are off. I was like, Dave's been up, Mr. Dover's been up, and they're off, right? So all we have to do now is win this game, we have won the league. Because everyone just started looking at each other, and I was like, but we've got to win this game first. I was like, I know what happened last time. We put last Saddleworth out of our mind. This is a new game, you know. We're 25 and 2 hours away from winning a league. We won the league, didn't we? And that night, we won the game, pissed the game. You know, when we were batting, half of Brox's team were on car park watching. And I was like, well, obviously they're off. Yeah. And then obviously we got word that Elton were back on, but because it was, I'm sure Monson could have won it, but it looked like Elton were going to beat him, weren't it?
Yeah.
So
Elton, yeah, they hadn't gone back out for second innings at that point, but
I think we were second, they were third, so we just had to win and they couldn't chase, so we ended up winning it by 4 points, obviously. So I remember, so I was like, and I just remember that night was chaos.
They weren't as bad as the end of the season, did they?
Do you want to know what's even worse about that then? So we're doing a lap. There's a few things that happened in that second innings that I don't know whether you two know. We're walking around and one at Saddleworth bowlers stood at fire leg, and somebody said to him, "Don't worry, Walsh versus stands off. You're staying up, so you can just obviously just bowl to us normally, can't you? Help us win the game." He's like, and I've just turned and gone, I've just been up there with Chris and they're taking the covers off and they're getting back on.
Didn't Walsh batted second,
And
like they got balled out, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure Stan batted first and Walsh like 120.
But it was like, I was like, have I really just heard, on Play Cricket it says that the game's been abandoned. I've just been up there, they've taken the covers off and they've just started playing. Carries on the lap thinking, somebody will say something. But the young lad for them that bowled from this end started, he was chucking a few down leg side early doors.
Yeah.
There was a few people being a bit rowdy that had a few, because there was a fair few people on. Started going, wide umpire. His own wicketkeeper started standing there behind him, like, as he's bowled it. He's taken ball, thrown it to first slip, going, yes, that's the wide. Like that, I'm just like, and I discovered that day, even though we hadn't spoken to him at that point, somebody from Saddleworth told us we were signing our new wicketkeeper that day. Whilst we were walking around, he called us and went, I believe you're signing. Me and Sam looked at each other and went, never heard that name, etc. And then he's ended up signing for us. Cheers, that lad from Saddleworth.
Yeah, we had to go on the carnage bit for the celebrations as well. We had a mad night out here, didn't we? Like after a game. And then the end of season do. Right, so I've got to say, because he'll never mention this. So we start off with doing
it's
just Saturday, aren't we?
Yeah, it was just
it
was never going to work.
It was a shit show from the get-go.
It was a shit show because half of our team were in fucking Australia. The other half couldn't be asked turning up. There was literally what?
There were quite a few of us.
7 of us in Scoey.
Right, but not the point. So we did the soccer Saturday. So whoever scores first, we go in there, right? So we're stood there. We're sat in here, me and Harry. Should we score Liverpool?
Guess who scored first?
Should we go Liverpool?
Burton.
Yeah, Burton scored. Like, we're not going there.
I'm not going to
So even the other one was it Mansfield?
Then Mansfield scored.
So we was like, right, fuck it, we're going Mansfield. So start going to the tram. I'm on the tram to Manchester. Crystal Palace score. Well, it's pretty much Liverpool, innit? We may as well play
Crystal Palace scores. We might as well go to Liverpool. They'll play Liverpool. We'll go to Liverpool.
So we end up going there, and he just got. I think Stringer ended up going home. He got to Piccadilly Station and left because he was too leathered.
Too pissed, yeah.
So Harry's the only one that's come prepared and brought his bag. And this follows on to later on in the night. Harry's the only one that didn't stay in Liverpool.
Yeah.
He got Beth to pick him up. Right, so we're all giving him shit. He went, just go in toilet, never saw him since.
said to, so I got to about 11:30. We're in this bike. We're in this like outdoor sort. Where was it? Concert Square. Yeah, Concert Square.
Oh, yeah,
outdoor.
well.
And it was pissing down, right? And I was stood like arched. It was. It was pissing down. I was stood at arched under. It was breaking that hard. Scully had his Mac and his all up. Right? His fucking Mac up, his all up. I was like, what are we doing? I'm seeing it, and I was like, this is. We went baking before. That was a good crack. It's like, this is. I didn't know if I was like, I was actually going back to the room, and then I was like, Beth was like, she was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just going, I'm going back to the room, I've had enough, I'm done. She's like, I'll come and get you. She was like, I'm not out, and she was like, I'm not doing anything, I'll come and get you. This was probably like half an hour, so I sent her a picture of me with a Mac kissing Rebecca in the car on the way home. What the fuck have you got? And I was like, just got to the end of the M62.
So he does that, he's the only one that's come with a bag. So then we've got two basically rooms that we paid for 2 people, and only one person staying, which is very good for Harvey at the time, because we're like, he should not be sharing a room with anyone.
Yeah,
like
kind of safeguarded.
Yeah.
Safeguarded.
Anyway, so then we woke, me and Lucas got in at silly o'clock in the morning, probably like 6 in the morning. They went, right, whatever you do, make sure you're up for 11. We're getting kicked out of the hotel.
Our train tickets were like, we got returned, it was
well.
like off peak or whatever it was.
Yeah, so we have to be out the hotel room for a certain time. Right? So I'm giving it one of them. I wake up, someone's knocking on the door. Lucas is asleep on the floor in front of the bed. I'm like, what's going on here? Look at the time, it's like 12:30. I was like, my alarm's not gone off. So I woke Lucas up. I was like, mate, my alarm's not gone off. We're like, we need to go now. So Dubby's FaceTiming me. He's at Woodbank already. They've all left
us. Car park. They've left and got the train back.
Me and Lucas are the only people in Liverpool. I went, why has my alarm not gone off? He went, oh, it did. I turned it off and fell back asleep. I was like, what?
So these two stuck at Lime Street on Rover's footway for a train.
So it was in the train. We had to get a new train. And then best thing is, because this is kind for turning the alarm off and falling back asleep. We end up getting the train home. Luke's phone dies, doesn't it? So no one he can contact. I don't have any of his mates' numbers. I'm booking my own taxi home, so I can't book another. He rings Xander off my phone in Australia to book him a taxi home. And Xander's going, what the fuck
It's
are
like
you?
2:30 in the morning.
Oh, it was horrible. But
Celebrate the league well then.
yeah,
it was
what a strange set of lads, but Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah,
absolute pleasure.
thank you for that. That was very good.
Nice one.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Been a pleasure.
Thank you for walking around the corner.
It's nice to see rights and wrongs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're all friends now.
Yeah.
Right. You want to do?
Oh yeah, thanks to 𝗘𝗶𝗀𝗀𝘁𝗲𝗄 again for sponsoring the pod. If you need any kit, you know where to go. And please like and subscribe. It means we can keep doing it and not get slagged off because no one's watching it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spudman's watching, so
Someone's watching. Talk about the Nets tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I've been Harry Din.
I'm Chris Murray.
This is the Flat Chat Podcast.
Yeah, we can have that one this week. Yeah, finally. Nice episode. Cheers.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah.